Yo! I'm a little bit late today. I am just a little bit late. But that's okay. We're getting this thing done. And we're getting it done now. Good morning, Ribby. Good morning. Just closing some stuff down. Go to itch.io. That might do it. Good morning, Evolution Artist. Good morning, Jacer. Yes, I do have my hot coffee right here, and I've got it in my extra large adventure-themed mug, although this is Char's mug. I'm just borrowing it. I really need a mug of my own that's this size. And, yeah. Game jams. You guys are going to be... What are we doing today? We are going to be editing and finishing up, no matter what it looks like, because I need to kick myself in the pants and get going on this. The HeroQuest jam. No camera? You mean no screen capture? It's not quite... I'm not quite ready to share the screen yet. Almost there. I'm navigating. HeroQuest. Quest Jam. Open that in a new tab. Open that in a new tab. Close that. Now I'll be able to look. Oh, looking for the mug? Hold on, it's right here. Right here. Although my chroma key is turned on, which means the green elements of the mug are not visible. But you've got lots of apples for some reason. An adventure bag, jewels, bow and arrow, sword, book, potions, daggers, gold coins, keys. Lots of cool stuff on there. Don't like showing the updated chat. There's lag with Restream and with Stream Elements. Stream Elements likes to take a little bit, but it's more a setting that I've got. Get out of here. Go away. It's a setting that I have that allows me to be able to put a little bit of a delay on to keep the quality up, just in case there has to be some sort of buffer or something. Sorry about that. I saw a huge comment, I think that was from the Twitch side, talking about promotion of my channel and etc. etc. Spam. We don't get fooled by that crap. That's way too obvious. I don't need fake engagement. That's against the policies of pretty much every platform that I'm on. So whoever you are giving me that offer, you just go on to the next fool, please. All right, I'm going to change the stream. YouTube doesn't like me knowing other things. It should have showed up in the restream chat here, I think. You know, I'm not really sure. Maybe this is just YouTube comments that shows up here. It's been a while since I've had to mess with it. All right, we are going to tweak the HeroQuest Jam settings. We are going to make the HeroQuest Jam, and anybody who doesn't know about the HeroQuest Jam, I'm very pleased to tell you, this is not the announcement of the HeroQuest Jam right now. I'm just telling you about it. The very first HeroQuest Quest Jam, hosted by me, is an event that will allow anyone, that means you, to design and enter a HeroQuest quest that you create for a chance to win a copy of Avalon Hill's Commander of the Guardian Knights character expansion. And just in case you are dubious on that fact. Wow, Stream Elements, you are slow. Hip. A onesie? It's not a onesie. They're separates. Separate pieces, separate flannel. Giving away a lock of my hair. That could be a future prize. Yeah, just in case there's anybody who's dubious about this sort of thing. This is mine. This is my Commander of the Guardian Knights, okay? This is for me. This is the one that I wanted, that I ordered for my games. This was ordered, and I was very, very lucky. Don't get me wrong. It was entirely luck who got these. Who was early enough to get them. But, like, aside from who was early enough, who ordered the amount from the correct store and all of that to actually get them in the mail, the second time that they appeared at GameStop, I got another one. And this one is the one that you're going to win, maybe. That you can win. This is an unopened Commander of the Guardian Knights. I got this to give away as a prize. I know that they're going for like 200, 300, 400, whatever USD on eBay. That's fine. I don't care. I'm giving this away. I've given one of these away already to, well, they're out there somewhere. I believe they're in my Discord, but they won a simple retweet contest that I had to celebrate my 1,000 subscribers last year, and all I needed was for people to share my channel. Retweet. They could have shared it in Discord, on Facebook. They did. I had a number associated with each one plugged into a spreadsheet at the deadline. I rolled, and I announced the winner, and they got one. I just sent it to them free. This one's going to require a little bit more effort from you guys. It's unopened. It's got my fingerprints on it. And the very first HeroQuest, Amalgamash hosted HeroQuest Quest Jam of 2023 will be starting up in just a few days. When it starts, you guys will be able to read the rules, look at the pretty page, which right now it's not pretty at all. It's very bare bones, and I've been procrastinating for weeks, I'll be honest. And hopefully, by way of tutorial or by way of you already being familiar with this stuff, you can check out the jam, enter it, and possibly win. There's no second prize right now, but I can tell you that everything that gets submitted to this that qualifies, I will be playing on the channel. I'll make videos out of each and every one of the quests that gets played. And they're going to be judged by me, by Giles McNeil of Sunday Quest fame, and by Squidge Monster of HQuest Builder fame. And that's relevant and important because the Squidge Monster is the creator of HQuest Builder. The HQuest Builder is a requirement. You have to use HQuest Builder to create your quests and submit them. So anyways, the challenge is to design a fun and original quest for 1 to 4 heroes using HQuest Builder. It's free, it's easy to use. Everything else is up to you. Do you want to design a solo quest? Do you want to use monsters from the United States Frozen Horror with monsters from the European Wizards of Morcar? Do you want to make brand new quest mechanics? Do you want to plan a battle with the biggest, baddest dread and chaos sorcerer of all time, Zargon Morcar Grimdead? You can do it. Maybe you'd like a quest to begin and end in the same room, or maybe you'd like to use every single tile on the board. Maybe a setting for your quest is a dungeon, a castle, catacombs, a cave, or even a town. Perhaps you'd like to design a rescue mission or a bounty hunt or an all-out war scenario. The choice is yours. So the rules are simple rules. They're absolutely mandatory, and I don't have any problem accepting quests from people who go toe the line or whatever, but if they are over the rule, they won't be qualified to win, and that is that. I just cut them out. Any who dare abandon these laws shall be disqualified, made to clean the Ochre Chieftain's chamber pot. There will be a link very soon. It's not published yet, so if I share the link, it won't go anywhere. But I plan on fixing this up, prettying it up, and then sharing the link in this stream today before I go offline here in about 50 minutes. Each participant can only submit one quest. So you as the participant, as the submitter, will be very, very careful and meticulous and test play your quest and go over it for any content errors or miscongruencies or broken mechanics, and then you will submit your quest. Quests may not use more than one board, and they can only use the board once. So no double quests, no Dark Company style quests. You've got the one board. If I am made to rearrange or reuse rooms of any kind, it will not be qualifiable, and that will be up to my discretion. Plagiarism of any kind will be prohibited. Copying the quests of others will not be allowed. However, I will go ahead and say that if you want to remix a quest, you can do that. The line's going to be kind of vague on how much remixing can be done before it's no longer considered copying, but I would say if you want to remix a published quest that appeared in the classic quest books, that you can do that. Any of the classic quest books, anything from 1980 whatever to 1990 whatever, you can do. quests must make use of the existing assets. A complete list of all the assets allowed is specified below. So you can only use existing assets. It's fine if some folks don't have like the ogre horde, I don't know, ogres. But you're allowed to use those ogres in the planning of your quests, because I believe I and the judges have those at least. But those of us who don't can proxy them, right? But don't introduce an asset that nobody has. Even if you provide a link or say, oh, all you have to do is say that this brick tile, you can use an asset that exists in any way you choose, but don't require the player to use an asset that's not a HeroQuest asset. And now, what is allowed? You can use elements such as minis, tiles, cards, traps, abilities, rooms, or anything else from any of the sources listed here. The HeroQuest game system, that's any edition, any year, any territory, including HeroQuest Advanced Quest Edition. Keller's Keep, Return of the Witchlord, Frozen Horror. Good morning, Giles. Good morning, Moseth. And good morning, Sergeant House. Thank you for the kind words. You are not going unnoticed. Mage of the Mirror, or Quest Pack for the Elf, Against the Ogre Horde, Wizards of Morcar, Prophecy of Talor, Spirit Queen's Torment, Crypt of Perpetual Darkness. Those are the Mythic exclusive. I know I said you can't use assets that nobody has access to, but those are official HeroQuest assets. I am going to allow their usage in the jam. Those of you that do not have access to those specific expansions, I'm going to use the same reasoning that I do to those who don't have assets from the Frozen Horror or assets from any expansion that they don't have. Proxy them any way you want. But if you are designing the quest, you're allowed to use those assets. If you're playing the quest and you don't have the assets, proxy them. Commander of the Guardian Knights is allowed. Rogue Heir of Elathorn is allowed. And the Winter Marvel Comics Special HeroQuest magazine assets are allowed. The hazards tiles included with that issue may be used, as well as the 4 Skaven and Troll monsters with their stats. So, tutorials on how to get started using HQuest Builder are available. And I'm going to be linking to Squidge Monster's newest tutorial, because there's some things that have changed since I announced that I was going to be having a jam. So be sure to check them out, but I'll link them here. So on the jam page, we have some questions. What is HeroQuest? What is a quest jam? Do I need to own HeroQuest to enter the jam? What do I need to enter the jam? What is itch.io? What is HQuest Builder? What happens when I submit? What happens if I win? And what does Ash get out of this? So you'll be able to check those things out. I'm going to go ahead and edit the dates for the jam, and I'm just going to go ahead and say it here, although I will be announcing it in a separate video that's much shorter, not a live stream, something that I can share across all the channels of social media that I know of for HeroQuest. Matt McNett, good morning. What's up? We're just designing the HeroQuest page, and we're announcing the jam at the end of the stream. But I can go ahead and tell you now when I want this jam to happen. We need the dates. When can games be submitted? You will be able to submit your jam quests February the 3rd. That's Friday at midnight, 000, beginning from them, Central Standard Time. So, good morning, Stuart Ellis. 2. You will be able to submit your quests at that point. I want to extend that out more, but a lot of people have been waiting for this for a while, so I don't think it's necessary to have a huge build-up. Maybe. All right, and the quests can be submitted until voting stops. Voting will stop, I'm going to say 3 weeks from, I don't know if I want this to be a super, super long event. Typically, jams are pretty short. Jams have a lot of build up, and then submissions are open, and there's a secret theme or whatever to give you enough time to prepare and make time to make your thing. And then the theme's revealed, and it's like, hurry up and make the thing. They're challenge-based. This is not really challenge-based. This is just, this is more accessible. So I'm gonna say 2 weeks. And I'll go ahead and push that date up. Games can be submitted on Saturday, and the deadline for submitting games is February the 18th. Good morning, Melon. Poof. Poof. A melon appears. The voting end date is going to be tentative because, for one, I'm going to be making videos on all the quests that are submitted, and I have no idea what the scope is of quests that could be submitted. It could be 10 quests. 1 of 10 people get a Guardian Knight. The other thousands that could enter are just sour because they don't like the idea of a Guardian Knight giveaway. In that case, we'll use the earliest possible judgment time, and we'll just say 2 weeks from there, March 4th. However, in plain English, hopefully, I'm going to be saying that the more quests get submitted, the longer the judgment period may need to be. If we get a couple hundred quests, we're not going to be able to judge them all in a few weeks. So it'll be quite a bit longer until they're all judged. So actually, I guess I could aim higher, or further out rather, and then we could decide if it needs to get cut off early. Good morning, Guy. Thank you for dropping in. And it's my hope that these instructions and everything will be very, very easy to understand and follow. But after games voting starts, nobody's going to be able to edit their entries. So it's very, very important that no judgments happen before the 18th when the deadline begins, and no submissions are made after the 18th. So you'll be able to submit starting Saturday. 2 weeks from then, the submissions will stop. So you'll have 2 weeks. From now, you'll have exactly 14, 15, 16, 17, 18-ish days to make your quest. Using HeroQuest Builder, quests made from any other platform will not be accepted. Okay, what would be disqualified? Actually, that needs to be a rule. Quests must be created in HeroQuest Builder and must be submitted as PDF files. I think that's what I'm going to do. Giles, you can submit a quest if you want. You can start the bar. You can't win anything, but you can submit a quest. I do that. I actually enter my own jams. I just disqualify myself. Like, I'm the host, so if I'm the host and the judge, and I create a game jam and I make a game to put in my own game jam, I don't care if people rate it the highest or I win my own jam or whatever. I disqualify myself. And as funny as it is, it actually happens. Like, twice now, I've had 2 jams that I've hosted that I won. I'm like, what are you guys doing? I think they know that I can't win, so they go ahead and give me like all 5 stars, but it's hilarious whenever it happens. Matt, actually, HeroQuest Builder wasn't the first. There's what is it called? What is it called? It's been around, HeroScribe. And if anything's made in HeroScribe, it won't qualify. I don't have anything against HeroScribe. I've never used it, but this is an HeroQuest builder jam. So I'm going to make that abundantly clear, featuring HeroQuest builder. Now, I'm going to need a cover image. Let's get that cover image now. It's very, very important we get a cover image. We want the HeroQuest board game cover. I had a great image of this. I don't know what happened to it, but I don't have it anymore. How about Board Game Geek? Oh no, that's better. That's better right there. That's the classic. Is this a good image size? Oh, it's an awesome image size. Oh, baby. Paste that right here. Expand the canvas and everything. I love that. Beautiful. Guess what I'm going to do with this image? We're going to go back. We're going to overlay the heck out of it with this one. And go ahead and copy. Paste as new layer. Expand that canvas. Now, go ahead and take the foreground layer and select all of that. And we're going to delete it all. So you guys are getting to see me do some very silly image editing here. But it's going to look great, hopefully, when I'm done. What's going on in chat? What's going on? It's Ward Icon. Good morning and cheers. Adventure Cup, I raise it to you today. Can we designate the starting party and equipment? Yes, you can. You can designate anything you'd like. It will be... the rules are going to be incomplete. There's going to be somebody who comes up with a question that's not answered that way. And so I'm absolutely going to host a stream where I answer questions about the jam submissions and things like that. And as people ask me questions that I realize the page doesn't answer, I'll add more information to the page. However, guys, I have a second Rogue Era of Elethorn as well, so at some point we might see a questbook.com jam. You know, you never know. The second HeroQuest jam might be, it might focus on another builder, and that's something to look forward to as well. All right, let's grab and resize this bad boy. Image. I don't want to resize you. I want to grab the edges. Do that? Come on now. What the heck? There we go. I need to scale you. There we go. That in the corner first. I want to be working with an image that scales out. Up. There we go. Zoom out. Why are you like this? Grab the edge and almost perfect. Almost perfect. There we go. Let's change the opacity on this so I can see behind it. Where is that opacity? Rotate zoom. No. I just saw it. Layer properties. There we go. That's what I want to do. That is freaking great. Now I actually want to raise up. Man, they really tried hard to get that barbarian to look tougher than the classic barbarian. How dare they? You're gonna add jams to the website itself? That's an amazing idea, Nat. That is an amazing takeaway. So we want these barbarians to be pretty close to each other's pose, because I'm gonna take this top layer and I'm actually gonna delete a ton of it, not that side. I'd like to keep the classic barbarian, but I'm just gonna go right down the middle, just like that. And let's put the opacity back all the way up. See what that looks like. So I don't like it. Well, we've resized the image. Let's go ahead and put the opacity back where it was. Let's see. What if I changed some things? Like not that. Make that opacity much more in. Okay. Okay. Morning, Kokion. How is it going? My singular Twitch viewer. Nothing wrong with that. We'll go ahead and show this mommy orc in the top left corner. We'll show this Witch Lord Chaos Sorcerer in the upper right, but I'm not going to replace the Chaos Sorcerer of the old, because he's too awesome for that. We're going to leave the new orc in the bottom left. We're going to introduce the new goblin in the bottom right. We're going to see what this looks like with all of the layer properties up. There's more to delete. But what? Let's get this arch deleted so it's consistent. We're gonna go ahead and just do like, oh, I like that. I like that a lot, actually. We're doing a diffusion of, that's not the right word, of styles to indicate. We're going to leave that orc there. Toggle that visibility for just a second. There are no orcs in the foreground, which is just a crying shame. We'll go ahead and we will go ahead and use the new blade. That has flaws, but I like it, so I'm going to keep it. And we'll delete this spot right over the... I want to say that those are orcs. Right over his head so that we see the new dwarf. This way we get the face of the old barbarian, which I prefer. Crap. I don't want that piece of logo. Yeah, we get the face of the classic barbarian and most of his body in the shot. But there's compromises here. So, Well, feel better soon, Kokion. Unless, of course, you're not actually sick and you're just playing hooky. Don't feel bad. If that is the case, I've done it a few times. I did that the day that I got my HeroQuest from the 2021 edition from Avalon Hill, or from Hasbro. I called in. I didn't even lie about being sick. I'm just like, I'm not coming to work tonight. Oop, don't want that. Don't want the new HeroQuest logo in there. Where is that? That is right there. So now we have like an amalgamation. Ha ha ha. He said it. He said the word of old and new. And we're gonna use about that much of this swole leg. Actual boss called in sick, so you don't have to go in today. That's cool. That's cool. And I'm just covering up a mummy, so I'm okay with that. And let's call it good here. All right, I need the HeroQuest logo. So this jam, it's important to realize this isn't sponsored by Avalon Hill or Hasbro. It has no affiliation with them other than the name association. And I reached out to Chris Nato to make sure that I wouldn't be doing anything untoward if by announcing a jam like this. And it's not a new IP based on HeroQuest. It's just a nice sort of contest of sorts. It's for the community. So based on the feedback that I got from Chris, it should stay well in the safe zone. Although I am using existing IP to create this imagery, I'm hoping that doesn't cross any lines. I have to imagine that, well, I don't have to imagine anything. I hope that it won't. But it's possible that it could. So, just in case it does, I'll have to cycle back and think of something different. I already have the HeroQuest logo. What am I thinking? I've got that here. I've got two of them. I'll use the oranger one because slightly warmer tone. Actually, that's so small. Are they both that small? The new one's not that small. The old one is that small. That's too small. Can't use that at all. We can copy this one, though. We can paste it right in here as a new layer. And then I've got my own HeroQuest logo. We can try to keep that in scale as we zoom it up. And I would actually really like to put these orcs in front of it. Let's take the layer properties and bring down that opacity just a bit. Yeah, these orcs that are in the foreground, I actually want them to be looking be over the logo. So looking at the logo like, what? So back to layer properties. What's that look like? That don't look too bad. I'm going to keep it. It look like garbage, but I'm going to keep it. There's an advantage to being retired. I can't wait. I can't wait to hopefully still be young at heart. Talked a lot about that with Kurgan and Squidge Monster, and they found if you stick with classic IP, you're safe. I went to the source. I am sure that they have their reasons, but I I went to the source to make sure I'd be okay, because there's no one better to ask. Unless Hasbro steps on Avalon Hill's toes and sends me a CMDA or something. All right, that's not bad. I'm going to put Quest Jam, HeroQuest Builder, Quest Jam. I'm going to be using the HeroQuest fonts for this. There's a ladybug flying around in here. It's annoying the crap out of me. $288, that's too big. $192, that's... how about $196? Not bad. Ooh, you know what? We won't, we'll actually say Amalgamash and HeroQuest Builder presents. That sounds very nice. So if I do that, we'll go ahead and do, can I copy this text? No, I cannot. Ladybug rolls for damage. I'm not gonna squish it. I'm just brushing them away, because they'll land on like the ridge of my mug, and if they're on my desk and just hanging out and doing their little plotting things with their arms, that's fine. Hey, one man indie. Jam creation happening right now. I want to leave that black text. It's impossible to see, but it's going to be the backdrop for what I'm about to do. Would much rather have made that on its own layer, but too late, whatever. Amalgamash and HeroQuest Builder. This time, make this bright yellow, maybe? Why are you such a different size? Can you be bold? No? Why are you different size? What's going on? Is there a space where there's not supposed to be? What is happening? Don't do that. No? There is not. Now, why would that happen? Was there just not a space there? Oh, there was not a space there. Okay. Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. Do you reckon we'll get that against the Ogre Horde for the new HeroQuest? I don't see why not. It's been talked about so much that I probably won't delve back into it. Because I've said my piece, but I do think that we'll get it. Personally. Nothing wrong with continuing to talk about it. I don't necessarily have anything else to say about it. I think we'll get that, and I think we'll get a spin on Wizards of Morcar. Let's change the saturation of that if possible. Oh God. Oh no, it's not like LUTs at all. Can't do that. We'll leave that alone. And we'll say presents. Present. It's plural. Amalgamash and HeroQuest Builder present. Do I like that? No. I do not. Just the present will be fine. Actually, this does need to be on its own layer, so we're gonna duplicate that layer, and we're gonna take the big old eraser tool, size 450, and we're just gonna get rid of that. There we go. Now I can adjust the hue and saturation. Very good, very good. And that sort of dirtier yellow or gold is what I'm after. Has there been any more info on the Dread Moon expansion? Just the fact that there's going to be a knight and that the knight is actually going to be absolutely the same stat-wise as the original commander of the Guardian Knights. Blue the black text with the bokeh, the bokeh function, the blur function. Blur the black text with the bokeh function. It might be a good idea. Should have made 2 layers, huh? And then people are asking, you know, but is he going to have the same abilities? I think not. I think he will. I don't think there's any. I just don't see at all why he wouldn't. I think it's nonsensical to even think that he wouldn't. Nope, the previous one should have been black. So we're going to go ahead and fill that in. So I do that the hard way. Boop, 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 and boop. And then we'll take this and present. Perfect. Make that yellow. Make that a closer yellow to the yellow that's there. If I don't make it exactly the same, that's fine. Because we're going to take the dropper tool, grab that, and then dump it right onto each letter. Again, kind of the hard way. But I'll grab that letter before I do the next text. And the next text is going to be HeroQuest 2023. Quest Jam. Better make some larger letters for the quest and the jam. Bring this back here. Make this text bigger overall. 144. This is going to end up being a tiny thumbnail in some places, so I kind of want to make it very readable. Try putting a gradient fill on the type similar to the HQ logo. That's a good idea. That is a good idea. If I've got the time, I might edit that. I might be able to do that actually pretty quickly. Since it's only going to affect the text layer. Anyway, make that black. And then dropper tool, grab that. Text. 2023 Quest Jam. Make sure my light source makes sense. I like it there. Now, this, I could use the gradient tool, but I'll work on that. I'll work on that separately. Here is the official thumbnail image. I'm going to save this as a paint.net file so that I can come back and edit it if I need to. It's going to go right on my desktop. HeroQuest quests, Jam quests, and this is the HQ Jam logo. Then we're going to merge everything down, and then we're going to save this as a PNG file. And it's 3.1 megabytes. Let's go back to itch and upload a cover image. The cover image needs to be 630 by 500. This is a bit bigger than that. Thank you for the $2 one man indie and your emote, which I can't see, but is described by Restream as a pear character doing a shaka sign with his hand saying cool. Very nice. Very nice. It's a hit and run. Well, you might not actually run anywhere. Dumb question for chat. When picking a wizard and no one picks elf, can you use all 4 spell elements? I want to say absolutely not by default. The wizard should always get 3, but I can see why you would ask that. What am I doing? What am I doing? I gotta browse to my desktop, then to the HeroQuest quest folder, Jam quest folder. This is gonna have to go somewhere else, be a little bit more accessible. 3 megabytes is the maximum file size for that. That's dumb. Let's go ahead and resize the image to be exactly, let's say 90%? No, that's too big. 50%? That's too small. 55? I can go 59. I can go 66. I can go 64, 62, 61. I can go 61%. And I can upload that as the cover image. Is it gonna cut out everything? Yes. I tell you what, we won't worry about that. We'll put this image across the top though. Let's edit the theme. We will have a, this will be the banner image. I won't worry as much about it being the logo. Max file size is 3. You fool. Jamlogo.ping. Submit. Uploading. Don't close this window. Nah, not a dumb question. There are continuing to be just the most bizarre use cases and scenarios that people are able to still come up with because of the vague rules of one of the finest tabletop RPGs ever made. So, now, background color. Background color 1. Oh, I want the, fixed width? What's that do? That looks great. That's much better. I need there to be images on the left and right hand sides, but I've never actually done that. Ah, background image. I guess that could be it, huh? I'll have to scour through Matt and I's conversations to grab the, oh, maybe I already did that, actually. What's in my downloads folder? An orc. That's perfect. Let's open that orc image up. That's perfect. I need a wizard or something that represents good on the right side. Now, this guy's going to be on the left, I think, and somebody on the right, while the text of the jam will be in the center. That's something that I can work on updating over time. For now, let's make that join jam button a little redder. Very easy to see. And we will continue having our text color the way that it is. The second background color, I would like for that to be sort of a, there we go, sort of a scroll yellow. And then I would kind of like a dirty gold for the background until I get this prettied up a little bit more. Can use the Gravendall IP if I need. Thank you. Well, I remember us talking about it and getting a couple of monsters, but I guess I only saved the one, so I'll have to go back through and check out the other. I don't want this to be like an unappetizing yellow. It needs to be a gold. What it needs to be. There needs to be implications of riches. And if not, then I guess it can be just like dank dungeon green. Well, we will fix that. In the meantime, I'll go ahead and save that because the time is approaching. And it is approaching fast. So, the start date is going to be February 4th on Saturday at 000 o'clock Central Standard Time. The end date is going to be the 18th, and the voting end date is going to be March the 1st, tentative. No, not March the 1st. March the 4th, tentatively. Tentatively, March the 4th. Giles, dark red. What do you think about that? I mean, there's going to be background images covering this up later, but for now. Giles, now's a good time to tell any potential quest participants what they need to include to suck up to you as a judge, so that they can gain your favor. If you want to gain my favor, you're going to need to include Skaven and my precious Darlock. Just a quest with where your only party member is the Warlock, and she gets all kinds of tricked out abilities and equipment. And the only enemies are Skaven all throughout the entire dungeon, just different variations. For the background, like the edge of the logo text. The edge of the logo text. Oh. The edge of the text in the HeroQuest logo on the image. So I wish I could drop her that. It's kind of as good as I could do. Money. Clever and new mechanics. Give you money. Just send money with the PDF. Address it to Giles. This jam is going to make us a fortune. I'm going to get... No, there's 3 Skaven right in the HeroQuest Winter Marvel Comic Special. Killratty, welcome to the stream. Thank you for joining, and thank you for the question, because that is a good question. It's important to know the distinction, but there are 3 Skaven that were introduced via the HeroQuest Winter Marvel Comic Special magazine. 3 Skaven and a troll. Mine will include Cassandra, that will swing Ash. If you use the right graphics, it will. If you use the right graphics. The Warlock versus Cassandra. You can call the quest War on the Heart of Ash. Ash referring to the, what all things must eventually become. Absolutely. All right, I'm going to save this. I'm going to go ahead and get this link ready to share because we're ready. The rules. Quest must be created in HBS Builder and must be submitted as PDF files. Once submitted, participants will still be able to edit and re-upload their submissions. However, after the judgment period begins, no quest may be updated or changed in any way. Each participant can submit only 1 quest. Oh no. Oh no. There we go. Quest may not use more than one board and can only use the board once. No double quest, no Dark Company style quest. Plagiarism of any kind is prohibited. Copying of the quest is not allowed. Quest must make use of the existing assets. Complete list of all assets allowed specified below. Quests submitted will be played on Amalgam Ash's YouTube channel, and the author of the quest text agrees to allow the text to be read. In the videos shared. That's kind of important. Quest must be free and may not be charged for. This is an itch.io rule by default. Kind of crazy, huh? Where can I see these Skaven and Troll stats? You'll have to look for the scans of the Wizard of the Marvel HeroQuest magazine. Look for those search terms exactly. Marvel, Winter, HeroQuest, Skaven. And if you can't find it, let me know. I've got a couple minutes left, so I don't have a lot of time. All of this stuff is fine. Rogue Heir of Elithorn, HeroQuest, Winter, Marvel Comics Special. This jam is going to be over before Rise of the Dreadmoon. So we're not going to allow Rise of the Dreadmoon in this jam, but just to make any future potential jams more special, we will be able to use those assets in future jams. So possibly with the questbook.com quest builder jam, we'll be able to do something. I don't know. I'll have to talk to Matt about all of that. I'll have to approach Matt and see if he is on board with such an idea. HeroQuest, Quest Jam. Do I need to enter jam? What is HIO? What is HQuest Builder? All of that's fine. Because the jam is ranked, you must add one criteria for voting to take place. So now it's time for the actual criteria. And the criteria are not accessibility. Oh, fun factor. That is manually ranked. That has the final result set by that's voted on. That's voted on. Sorry, getting my jam terms mixed up. Fun factor is voted on. The entry is then judged on originality. The entry is then judged on. And by the way, originality / creativity. Challenge balance. These are subjective things. All three judges may dramatically disagree, but that is fine because that is how reality TV works. Then length of time to play. No, hold on a second. Replayability. And then playtime length. Those are the 5 criteria on which quests will be judged. Your name, and then just a single line screen description of how you'd like to describe your quest. Enter the handle by which you prefer to be called Ash will use this name to credit you on the channel. Thank you very much, Matt, for the $5 donation. I'm on board with any idea that pops into your head. Then we'll speak about it. Thank you. I appreciate that. I was going to get a new camera last night, and I tweeted this, but I was devastated. They were out of stock. Name. Type of submission. No, that's not it. Name of quest. Enter your epic quest name here. Any other fields? I don't think there are anymore. That's required. That's required. Submitters will be prompted to tweet this hashtag. HeroQuest Jam will be fine. Tags. Tags will be HeroQuest. TTRPG. One shot. We'll leave them alone from there. We'll enable the community, which provides a message board for the jam. Thank you for pasting that link, Jacer. That link is over on Twitch, but I tell you what I will do. I will copy that link. No, I won't, because retweet, there we go. Yes, I will. I'm going to paste that back into my chat so that the YouTube folks can see that by default. So that helps out a lot. HeroQuest Jam 23. I guess. Enable community, lock new uploads, prevents participants from adding new files during the rating period. That's definitely what I want. Hide results. Results of the jam are always hidden from the public when this is enabled, even if the jam's rating period is over. Use this to manually control when results are made public. Yes. Hide the submissions before the end. The submission list is hidden from the jam's page until the submission period is over. No, I will not hide the submissions. Everybody can see each other's submissions and play them and get inspiration and whatever else. We will now publish this and save it. It still needs work done to it, but for now, guys, the jam page is ready to be accessed. And I'm going to share the link. Uh, 630 by 500. I'm actually going to 630 by 500. 630 by 500. Let's go to the canvas size here. 630 plus 630, 1260 by 1000. We'll put that right smack dab in the middle. And then we'll resize this. We'll resize it 50%. After I do that, go ahead and resize the image by 50%. We've got this kind of bizarre, I guess, red border around everything, but now I can save this as HQ Jam logo small, and that's the thumbnail that will now appear on itch.io when this is not being referenced. And it should fit and look perfect, right? Yep, that works. So, jam's ready. I'm going to go grab the link and throw it in the description below, and then we'll start sharing it all over the place, right? Save the jam. Save the jam. Where? How do I do that? Hello? There it is. There it is. There it is. I was so excited I forgot to monetize my own jam, my own stream. We'll turn the monetization on now. And you have a Warhammer Quest hashtag. Home, enter. The HeroQuest Quest Jam 2023 is live. Enter below. for a chance to win to win a Commander of the Guardian Knights. There is one more thing that's very, very important that I need to do to this jam to make it totally make sense for me. Just one more thing I need to edit here in this text, and that is will I need to pay anything to receive the knight, if I win, home. If I win, will I need to pay anything to receive the Commander of the Guardian Knights? If in the US, shipping will be free. If outside of the US, Ash will contact you about about shipping cost to your country. How can I word this sensitively? You may be asked to pay for shipping. Costs above $15 USD will need to be covered by the winner. Maybe. We'll see. We'll see. That's fine. That's fine for now. I'll think of a more elegant way to put that. But for now, here it is. It's live, guys. Go. If we play Flights, Hotel, Substance, will you deliver it in person? That's a good question. Flights, Hotel, and Substance. It's a very good question. I'll have to think about that. That's a lot of money. You're better off just buying the Guardian Knight off eBay, so probably not. We're going to share this across the 3 HeroQuest Facebook groups that I know of. Well, we'll word that. We'll word that and then we'll go. One quest meaning one mission? Yes, not one campaign containing multiple quests, but one quest. Gotta make it count. Plus, you can't ask that much of your judges. Your judges are just like gonna be 3 people. As much as we love to play HeroQuest, if you send a mountain of quests at us, we might not have time to... Oh, who am I kidding? Of course, we'll just call in sick. All right, guys, thank you for watching. Keep an eye on the jam page. It's going to undergo some design changes over the next few days. And we'll hold another stream a little later to kind of go over potential problems, quests about submissions, things like that. And I'll get all of you sorted out. And that will help me out a lot too, so that I know what I need to work on for wordage for future jams. But this will likely not be the only jam that I host for this, so please look forward to more, even if you don't win anything this time. And with that, can you add the links here too for the jam? Of course. And here it is in the chat, ready for you guys to click on. Go here. All right, click on the red button that says Join Jam. After you do that, you'll go to hquestbuilder.com, design your quest. You've got weeks to do it, but when you're ready to submit it, you will come back here. After the jam starts, it'll start in 4 days, 13 hours, and so on. Then you'll see a huge red button that says Submit, and it might say Submit your game, but you know, they're quests. Submit, click that button, and you'll be brought to the page with the required fields and an upload. And you can upload your stuff. You may have to create an itch.io account. It's free, it's non-problematic, very accessible. Anyway, We will come back with questions. I'll be linking Squidge Monster's very helpful tutorial video for HeroQuest Builder, and I'll have an official announcement besides this stream that's more accessible than this hour-and-a-half long stream. So you'll see like a really short video come up, and you'll be like, I already know that. Well, that's for all the people that didn't catch the stream. So anyways, thank you again for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Until then, bye for now. Cheers. Have a great rest of your day. And get to building. Onward, brave heroes. So much nervous energy in that one. I'm usually quite chill, but don't blame me. This is exciting. It's exciting.